Last week we had 4 false trips: 883, 277, 944, and 616. So I think the only one that you're missing here is the fives and zeros, which is the date number for this week. So they are in your cross boxes with 5 and 0 up here, and then they're also, yeah, they're in every single cross box. You either have quad zero here, or 50-50 up here, or 550X, or a 000X. You don't have the 555 up here, but that one might be the one. You could flip one of these zeros to an extra five. Could be 555X, 550, 500, or the 000. Vida loca. I didn't see what you hit earlier, but I think I saw the noti that you did hit something. So congrats. Hey, do you think another double eight is coming? Another double eight. Damn, we had the trip yesterday, huh? Well, if there is, I mean, the trip 8 and the 885 were missing. So if so, the 885 would be a good one. I do see double eight up here. It is possible. I'd rather you kind of stick with go heavier on a 5-5 number than like a double eight number. It's like, 25 cent, 50 cent play, but dollar to $5 play on the 5-5X number. And you are missing almost all of them. So again, like I had said a couple days ago, possibly playing the mirror number of what came out already or the actual number. So 552 or 7, and then 559 or 554. 554 is still here twice. It can either go up or it can come down. So it is here. Really like that one. Right now, also in the first couple days, usually, well, let's go see last week. We had 3 sum of nines. This is Monday, Tuesday morning, turned to a plain number. So basically, Wednesday we hit another mirror number, another plain mirror. It took almost Thursday, 4 days for that last double to be coming out, which was the number that was due. First 3 days, we should be looking at what is due right now, which is kind of the same as last week. Sums, mirrors, and doubles. Tonight through Thursday, you should be getting all of them. Nisha, I definitely have time for Tennessee and Kentucky. Or do we have any more questions for Illinois before we move on to the next state? This is in the channel now in the Discord, so you should be able to access that. Take a look at it, study it. I put last night's or last week's and for a lot of the states, so everybody should be looking at those last 2 PDFs I have in your channel because you can see what numbers are still possibly due from last week and what's possibly due for this week. And if they match up on what is missing, then you might actually hit that number. A lot of these charts go from Monday to Monday. All the charts I would say is Monday to Monday. And from last week, they would overlap. It's still an odd chart. You had an odd chart last week. It's still an odd chart. So whatever odd numbers we were playing last week or odd, even numbers, double 5 would be the one. It's in the crossbox / hit line. That would be the one to play this week, the big number for this week. All right, good luck here, Mrs. B. Let me see what was after Illy. We got New York. $138. I saw a couple people hit on this one today. That was a good number. The 1-8, we were waiting for, you know, damn near 30 days, and it hit 3 times in the last 4 days. This is what reset the sum of nines because we were waiting on it for so long. And then it hit again a couple days later, and then a couple days later, which is today, it hit one more time. So if you were playing a 138, a 182, or a 188 number, congrats. We kind of knew they were coming. We know that 1-8 should be hitting every state like 2 to 4 times. And if you don't see it in your state in that 2 to 4 times, then you know it should be kicking the next month 2 to 4 times, sometimes 3 to 6 times, or that 4 to 7 times. This research is easily accessible. All right, New York. Do we have any questions here? 5-1 would still be the number one number. And again, I put it in the channel earlier. I said, need I say less? 5-1 is on the hit line. I don't think you guys should be playing anything else in New York besides a 5-1 number. 0 through 9. You shouldn't just play 1 or 2. You should be playing all 10. Because I really don't know which one this could be. Don't know. 501 is here. 502 is here. Or 512 is here. The 3 is sitting right here. The 4, the 5, the 6, the 7. The 8 is down here. And the 9 is right here. You really need to be playing the entire set. Put a little bit more on the one that you actually want to hit, but you need to be playing the entire set. So that way nobody in any of the boroughs would miss this number. You should be playing. You tell all your family members like 1-5 should be hitting this week for sure. This is like a no-brainer one. I'd be extremely surprised if it did not drop this week. So I will be playing it and holding it here for this entire week. So good luck there. Any P4s that you guys need to check on? Playing the 5-1X bet with a little more on the 5-1-8. Perfect number. Let's see which 5-1s are missing. Yep, the 5-1-8, definitely the biggest number here. 5-1-6 has been hit one time. 5-1-1, the double, is missing. And it's missing for the state right now. 5-11. 5-1-9 is only hit one time for the year. Those would be the big ones I would think, if they want to repeat them. Or if you are a repeat player, I would be playing all the red ones that are 5-1. 5-1-7. That one does look good too. 5-1-7 over the 5-1-9. 5-1-7 is here too. 5-1-9 is straight up and down twice. Let's see if a 5-9 number is trending right now, since 5-1 is not. It's 5-6 that we were missing 2 weeks ago, but then it hit 2 weeks ago. Hit last week. 5-1 should be on the way. I remember when 5-1 and 5-6 was missing at the same exact time. And 5-6 has now landed 3 times since then. So 5-1 should be on the way. And 5-6 at that time was pretty much in the same spot where 5-1 is at right now. said 15. Oh, 15, 15 hit the P5. I mean, in Indiana. Hmm. Keeping the 775 and 771 for the week. Is that all states or is that just for New York? I do see a 772 number here. 338 is on the hit line. You have 333 or the 338 twice, actually. Just New York. If you did, I would flip at least a couple times, like 7271, because as you know, sometimes the trip doesn't want to fall and the false trip does, which we can see how many 772s. I mean, 227 has been a few weeks. 779 landed a month ago. Since that 777, we had 227, and that's it. So we're missing right now trip two, trip no, yeah, just trip two or 277. Let's go backwards. Trip seven again. Trip 78, trip 79. 227, 227, 277. It's been 1 month, 2 months, 3, 4 months, almost 4 months since a 277 number, which is looking really good right now. You have 777 up here, and then you have the 2271 or the 7721 down here. So I do see your number here for sure. Just flip it at least once or twice. You are missing a 50 number and a 45, and then a couple of the doubles. These could be all false trips right here coming out this week. Last week we did have the 550, but that was it. That was the last drawing. Could be a 116 or 166 number, or the 277 or 227, or like you said, 771 or 777. Yeah, 1 and 5. The 5 would be a really good one, and the 1 actually, since they're both in the Monday number. And please don't forget about your playing numbers. You only have a few that need to be hit for the year. Do we have any more questions for New York? We're going to go to New Jersey next. All right, let's go over there. Who is playing Jersey? Let's go see. Might have been Shawnee. And Keisha. Keisha, are you on YouTube? Morena, are you on YouTube? Cece, are you on YouTube? In the comments or no? Dark chocolate? What about you? Because I really don't know. Are you guys watching it and then commenting in in the Discord. I don't know. Trying to see who types first on either YouTube or Discord. It looks like Discord. Cece said no. Oh, you're on YouTube. All right, comment on YouTube if you're playing Jersey. And what are you playing there? Because I can't have this screen up. Here. CC, you said no for which part? All right, let's go to Jersey. Let's see what we're missing right now. 4-5 would reset the chart, which is definitely here. 9-9 or 0-0. Even charts of zeros are actually on the hit line. I would say you're missing quite a bit of zeros. Actually, you're missing 6 of them. So possibly the double zero. The 9-9 and the 6-0, which could be 600 landed one time. 9-9 would reset and 6-0. 6-0 looks like the biggest pair here for the week. Let's go change that. Trying to see why 2-6 was up there. What 2-6 number got hit, if any? It was up there for a reason. Pretty Feet, what are you playing in Jersey? I already set all the charts up. So right now we're just looking for numbers and for you guys numbers, and I can kind of go from there, kind of suggest from there. So please list some numbers for me while you list your state. Well, I already know what states we're going to, but you guys still need to tell me your numbers. I have not, Miss Pita, but it is on the list to go over. Let's see if anybody in Discord. Hi, Morena. Well, tell me, I guess on Discord, what you're playing. Oh, got you, Terry. No problem. I thought it was missing or something. I was like, damn, did I miss it? Okay. Yeah, we'll put 6-0 up there. Definitely all over this chart. Could pop off at any moment. It almost fell a few times last week. All right. Does anybody have questions for Jersey? If not, we are moving on. It seems like somebody asked for Jersey. You guys are not giving me any numbers, so we kind of need to do that because we got a lot of states to go over. Please let me know if you are playing in Jersey. This is the last call for it. And if you are, please tell me what you're playing. I'll give you all a good 10 seconds. I was playing the 127, but it came. Morena, please give me a number that you are playing now after the 127. Please. Por favor. We can come back to Jersey if you really don't know. It's no problem. Let's see where else we have to go. We have Georgia and Florida coming up. Georgia. If you are playing in Georgia, please let me know the numbers that you are playing, so we can go over where we need to go look at. You guys should kind of know the routine by now, like every Monday. Unless we're setting the charts up, you guys need to have numbers ready for me. I put charts out for everybody last night, so you guys should have some type of clue of what you're playing for the week. We got 7 days. You should be able to pick a number or pair, or at least give me a suggestion of what you're playing, so that way I can talk about it. It just saves all of us on time, to be honest with you. There's 19 people in here on YouTube, and nobody's playing Georgia. Let's go on to the next state. Are you playing these numbers in Georgia, or we can go back to whatchamacallit? Who asked for Georgia? Katrina. If you are here, please come to the front so we can talk about your numbers in Georgia. If not, we're going to Florida. Fair enough. If you are playing in Florida, please list some numbers for me to go over. Vita asked for Florida. Ms. Vita, what are you playing this week? Ms. Vita, come to the front. Um, hmm. Can you guys hear me or no? Anybody on YouTube or in Discord? Can you guys hear me? Where are we going? I'm going to be going to wherever you guys are going to be going for, because I feel like I'm talking to nobody at this moment. Tara, what state should we go look at? Or SB, what state should we go look at? P5s, I'm down for that 100%. I don't have to talk about any states. Let's go do some research. Hey, if you guys know what to look for on the charts, then we really don't have to go over the charts. I really don't mind. . 883 and 338 in Florida. 333, 338, triple three in Georgia, triple six in LA, triple nine in Maryland, triple five in Ohio, 944 in Ohio, 944 in PA. Oops. And triple three in DC. Well, yesterday was a big day for false trips. We had 258s in VA. 258.49. I'll add those into this last week because we only have a couple more days. So these last couple will just be added into this row. I'm just gonna leave them for here now. But all right, we had a 258 in VA on the 27th on the second time. What are you playing for pick five, Richard? Right now, the triple one. It's not the most popular one, but hey, you got the 258 with a fireball? Bet. Oh, do you play in VA? Or do you play online with the fireball? That's actually how I hit that 258 straight in the store. I actually played a fireball with it. That was great. You play PA? Okay, cool. We'll go and look at PA pick five. Let's see what they're looking at. Let's go here real quick. We'll go update this P4. Let's see if we had any 258 numbers yesterday. 2586 in Tri-State. Well, they hit it there twice last week. 2588 in Ohio. 2580 in Illy. Vito, you better come back. You better hang on tight because I went over everybody's state and nobody want to come up to the plate when I mention their state. I know y'all busy doing stuff. I get it. We have triple two. Damn, that was missing. I think we talked about that one too. I was on live yesterday. The 944, we did hit that one. In VA, 227 in Ohio. 116 in New Jersey. 116 in Mississippi. I really couldn't believe that 888 came out twice in the same order. It was pretty wild. 888 was missing also. Came out twice. Iowa and LA. 8808. Amazing. And then we did hit in Connecticut also, 944. Tonight I'm playing the 994. Hopefully it hits somewhere. I'll do the same thing next 3 days. I'll kind of add up what these are, put them into here, and then we'll start tracking for August. I think there's a delay. There should only be a 2-second delay, honestly. It shouldn't be like a 2-minute delay. You know, if I say, "Hey, somebody come to the front of the stage," you shouldn't hear that 2 minutes later. You should only hear like 2 seconds later. Let me make sure all of these are good. We missed the 888 We're missing 888 still. 2,555 and 6,000. All right. Let's go to PA real quick. We'll come back to Florida. PA pick 5. The 888 is missing there pretty much since March. The 666 is missing there. Is there a specific number you're playing in the pick 5 for PA? I do see 444 up here. 999. 3838 or 338 or 883. How do you pick the pairs for the P5? I don't necessarily pick pairs for pick 5. I go for false trips or triples for pick 5 or the 258. Honestly, you can track whatever number you like. You know, it's just there's a certain way on how to do it or what to look for. You should know what to kind of look for. Is there a pair that you want to hit for the pick 5? Richard, are you there? Is anybody else playing Pick Five in PA? You said not a specific pair. Hmm. Well, let me ask you this question: what numbers are you going for? Since you have mentioned Pick Five, if you're not going for a specific number, then I would probably just look towards cross boxes and hit lines. Any number I go for, I'm tracking it to like hit it. You know, like I'm looking for a number to hit. Tara said the 13,000. It's definitely there. Tara likes the triple zero. The triple zeros are there. The triple zeros are the date number for the week. I would definitely play that plus a couple of the reverse numbers since the quad fives are pretty much there also. It seems like we have an even amount of each one, but coming from the Monday number, this could be 449 and also 338 or 116 from the Monday number. Last week we had a 2, and then we had a double zero, and then we had a 3, and then a 9. We'll put these here: a 2, a 0, a 3, and a 9. The reverse numbers to the 2 is a 7, 5, 8, or 4. The false trips of these numbers, as you know, is 277, or the 227, or the 777, or the 222. Same thing with 500, 550, 000, 555. In the pick five: 338, 388, 888, or 333. I'm getting there, Richard. Just pay attention for 2 seconds. 994, 944, 999, or 444. Should have been your picks for the week for a false trip or trip, just because of 20309 falling on a Monday. The 555 hit, so we're going to say this row hit. It actually hit twice. I'm sorry, 3 times. And then we had the 944 come out. Honestly, all coming from what Monday happened. You have to follow me on that one more time. Any number that is involved, I'm going to go to this row. This row was 97943. We already have a false trip in this. Well, actually, we'll start from one that did not have it, I guess. A 5, a 1, a double 1, a double 7. 5 and zeros. 5 and zeros. 1s and 6s, 2s and 7s. That's our only ones that we should be playing. Coming from the Monday number, a possible, if this was on the chart, if 111 was on the chart, 666 was an option. It was coming. It's the reverses of the ones. The 3s were not there. But the following week, we had 444. Let me see. We had 227, 999, 777, 338, 338. We really haven't skipped a single one. Let's go back to what just happened today. There's two fours here, and there's a 3 and an 8 in the number. If you can spot a 338, that's possibly the number to come out. 338 has hit 6 times since March. So Richard, if you're just randomly looking for a number, not knowing what number you want to play, I would just go off of cross boxes, hit lines, and Monday number possibilities. This is kind of the easiest thing I can tell you on what to kind of play. If we see 4 4 in the number, 4 4 is already here. You can get 4 4 up here. You can get 4 4 9 right here. You can get 9 right here, or you can get 9 9 4 as the pick five number. And I promise you, one of those are coming out every week. It seems like we're getting 1 to 3 4, sometimes 5 false trips in the week. Last week we had 4, 3 the week before, 3, 3, 2, 3, and 1. Every week you should be getting one of these false trip numbers. These pay out the most. That's why we track these only. I hope that answered some of your questions. Let's move on to the next state. If nobody has any more questions for PA, you said, how about sixes for the P5s in PA? It's not necessarily a clear, kind of a broad question because I don't know what you mean by sixes. If you're just talking about the entire set, then they might be a little under the weather for the month or for the year. They only have 11 times that they landed this year so far. Let's see what else fell. Richard, let me know if you have any more questions for PA. Tara, you should play that number plus maybe a reverse number of the 5, like maybe a 155 number. The pairs 1 5 is missing right now, which could 100% go to either P3, 4, or 5. 1 5 has not landed in either P3, 4, or 5 either, like right now. Like maybe 1005, because it could be the 000 or the 500. I like 1005 or 100. Maybe the 50. I mean, Georgia just landed 5,000. Actually, 50008 is what they just landed. Just looking at that. One two two 77. Let's see how that looks. Let's see 17772. 2227 2271 771. Oh, 22771 is here one time. Maybe, oh, well, I see it here too. Maybe 21772. So how do you pick the sets? Sets for what? What do you mean? For the pick five or how do I pick the sets? Again, that just depends on research. Depends on what number you're going for, which you still haven't told me. How about we start there? I'm gonna go to Florida and look at their P5. Actually, Vita, are you playing in Florida? And if so, what are you playing? We're gonna go compare the two charts. Well, they had a false trip this morning. Richard, do you see the 994 that's in this Monday number? That's a false trip. It's either a trip 9 backwards or a trip 4 backwards. We call it a false trip. And it, according to 2025, it has only landed 8 times before today. Now it's 9 times. Um, and again, I only play certain sets, like I do research on what's missing for like a 7 to 10 day period, or sometimes a 30-day period. So that's kind of how I pick sets, if that answers your question. The other way, I guess, other people pick sets by, and I do this sometimes. I just more or less go by data. But if you see a trigger on the chart or a repeated number, like Florida has 99949, this is 5 9s in a row. That's a trigger for this chart. In my opinion, I feel like the 944 or the 999 could be coming right back out because of what just happened today. Could be that number, or it could be 449, which is the reverse of this. It's only landed 7 times compared to 994, which has landed 9 times. So again, you can go by data and be like, oh shit, 666 has only landed 1 time this entire year, or 222 has only landed 1 time this entire year. Uh, you would play it here, or you would see if 222 is on the chart, is this a good week to play 222? I promise you, if you play 222 XX for a week straight, all combos, might cost a little bit, but at the same time, you're going to hit pretty big here. Playing the 94559. 94559. Oh, that's going straight across. 94559. Yep. I mean, really, the trigger is this right here, is a 994, because of what happened here. You'll spot it once again. You'll spot it once again. The other triggers would be the ones that are either on the hit line, which we do not have a false trip on this hit line. We do not have a false trip on this hit line. So the next best thing is looking towards cross boxes. What's in the cross boxes? The chip 9, or the 994, or the 550, or just 550. 550, possibly a 555, but 550 or 999 or 994 would be like my main concern to play all week. If you want to go off of the hit line, 5 5, there's no 5 or 0 here. You would have to maybe guess one of these numbers and then add the 0 for the false trip. Or you have 22 plus the 7. This is a hit line right off the hit line number where 227 can come into play, or 777 can come into play. 777 5 times, 227 5 times for the year. This is not a hot set in Florida, but I can imagine it's going to be hot at some point in Florida throughout the year. Every other set has at least 10 on every number, but Florida does not. They still have five more to go on the 277 number and five more to go on the 777. So right now it's sitting in good location to be playing this type of set this week. Is that how would I pick XX for the P5? It is in my list. If you guys are in my Discord, then you would know the full sets list is sitting right here. You can go into the Discord. You can go to any pin section or to the pin section, and you would be able to pick whichever set that you want because all sets, every pair possible for the pick five is listed on that chart. These are every pair possible or every number possible for a 000 number, a 555 number, a 550 number, a 111, every false trip number. And of course, we track them for the year. So if you are not in Discord, find my links. Or if you're not in Patreon, you need to be in Patreon to access this stuff. If you're in Discord already, then you need to go to full list set. The full sets list channel. You will find all of the numbers there. It's 55 combinations. If you play online, it's $13.75 to play the entire set per state. From TikTok, hey. Oh, so you're here on live? Bet. If you're on my TikTok, you need to go click that link in my bio. And make sure it's the right TikTok. It's the one with like 100+K followers. I don't want you to get scammed. Or my links actually might be here in my profile for YouTube. If not, inbox me on YouTube or leave a comment and I'll reach out to you for sure. All right, do we have any questions for Florida? Let me go back to Ms. Vita. Vita. Any questions for Florida at all? P3, 4, or 5? So what pairs are missing? The last pair is 9-0. Shit, I need to go play that here. Oh, Florida. 9-0 is a big number. We really need to go play here. 9 zeros on columns 1 and 3. Like, this number should be falling 100%. Let's go see what the last 9-0 number is. It's 900. This could be 900, 905, or that's it. Just 900 or 905 would be the reverse of that. I'll put some money on that one. Yeah, it's not like P3 where 0 through 9 where you have 10 or P4, because P4 we track the same type of thing. It's all false trips because they pay out the most. And just by us seeing the data over the last 3-4 months, it's like we can understand why false trips are landing as much as they do and why they circulate over and over. If we see 111 here, we probably won't see it for another month or 2 or sometimes 3, or sometimes we won't see it all year. The reverse will keep kicking. The 116 like here, and then 116 again, and then let's see what else. This double. Here's the triple six, which is the reverse of triple one. Here's another triple six the next week. Here's the 661 instead of the 111. Here's another 661 the next week. It might be time for triple one to be coming back to Florida. It's been almost 4 months, and look where triple one is sitting at. It's sometimes when we look at these charts and we're like, oh, fuck, triple one is due right now because we haven't seen it in XYZ amount of months. Or if it's not triple one, we need to play the reverse of triple one, which is 116 or triple six or 166. Here's 166 in the cross boxes and hit line. The 116 is here in the cross boxes and hit line. The triple one is right here, and the triple six is right here. I feel like it might be coming to Florida this week. Just because of us like kind of looking at that now and us saying, oh, we don't have a ones or sixes in the last month. Let's go 2 months back. We got just last month, 166 came out. Then 166 came out again. Skipped a week, then triple six, skipped a week, triple six, skipped a week, skipped a week, skipped a week, skipped a week, skipped another, and then 661, skipped another, 116, and the triple one. There's a pattern if you guys really can't tell. Like you can track any number that you like. Just right now, we're talking about ones. So you could do this for twos, threes, fours, all the way up to nines. It really depends on what number you want to hit. That's why I keep asking what numbers you guys playing, because it'd be easy to track those numbers for you guys while I'm here on live for you. How many numbers do you play with the P5 on average? I play by the set. That's why I teach my strategy that way. There's 55 numbers times 25 cents is $13.75. Maybe I should show you guys at the very ending of the stream my last like month worth of hits, so that way you can understand how I play and why I play them that way. And honestly, why I hit like every other day on literally the same numbers. Every other day. We just track to see if they're coming that day or if they're not. Is the date number this day or is it not? Would it make sense to play it this day or does it not? Yeah. Let's see what the next state is going to be after Florida. Savage. It seems like you. Are you up here? Let me know if Savage told me. Savage, where you at? Oh wait, yeah, you did. I see you there. I forgot you guys' name is not the same on Discord versus YouTube and TikTok or Instagram. Like everybody has like a million aliases. It's pretty funny. You'll have to let me know what it is in Discord, because I recognize you guys' Discord name like all day. But like Bling card, who's that? I don't even know. I'm assuming Savage is SBW. Tara, you're cool. Very simple. And Miss Vida Loca. Miss Vida, where are you? Okay. I'm gonna say, where's Vida? Oh, look, she's typing. Okay, thank God. What are we playing in Florida? Vita, you didn't even mention 905. 900 or 905. Only because it's a sum and a mirror number. It's a special number. 9 zeros missing, 5 zeros missing. 90 will reset your entire chart also. So I really like that number. 905 is only hit one time for the year. Also, so it's worth playing at least half the set, if not the entire set. 9-0. I'm about to go put it in actually. Mm, okay, I got you. No problem. I'm still looking at your other numbers. The 771. That one looks pretty good too. Sevens are missing. 771 is only hit one time for the year. I do like that number. It is on the top 30. You have good numbers here. Hey, 900, 905. Yeah, Vita, you have good numbers here. I would just add the 905, honestly. That would be the only one I would tell you to add. It's probably one of those numbers you played, but I'm just being like overly cautious. I'm just gonna play all of them and box them for $1. Call it a day. Just in case it doesn't want to land tonight. All right, Vita, good luck over there. You have good numbers. Those would be the ones that I would be kind of focusing on there. I played all of them, so I'm playing them with you. Good luck to us. Do we have any more questions with Florida? Blink Card said, okay, so you give out the exact XX in the Discord that we should play? Yes. I give you every possible number, which is only 55, to play. All right, let's see what was after Florida. Where did NY and Illinois? I see Michigan and VA. Well, Well, that double eight just reset your chart this morning. Took a couple months. Shit. I would start picking out of these at least 3 rows to be hitting for Michigan if you're playing here. Which brings me to be who is playing Michigan right now. So we can go look at your numbers. Mrs. V. Who asked for that? Let me see. Oh, B and the D. B and the D. Let me see who's here that needs to go look at a state right now, just to make sure, because we went from P5 to Florida. And that's the only ones that we kind of been over. Who's here and present? How much would it cost to play 55 numbers in the P5? Well, if you put it on $1, it's $55. If you put on 25 cents, it's $13.75. Tara, what are we playing? Let's go. What are you focusing on this week? Those double fours? The double fours. Tara, I'm thinking 442 or a trip 4. When's the last time you guys had a triple? You're missing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've only had the triple 8 and 9, but how long ago was that? It's probably been a while. I feel like this gap needs to be filled right here at some point. The 2 through basically 6s, but 4s are on the chopping block right now. 442, 0, or triple 4, even the 446. 440 looks really good. So why am I getting the cold shoulder? What do you mean? Pre-feet. You just said I am. You are what? I thought you were saying about the. Are you talking about Mississippi? I know there's a bit of a delay, but because I have my YouTube up, it's honestly not that bad of a delay. Are you talking about Mississippi or Michigan? 331 was the last trip. At GA, yes. 331. South Carolina, nope. I will put it on the list. Tara, um, I kind of like the 440 number. I am present. I'm glad you are present, Pretty Feet. Morena, I think that's you. I'm pretty sure that's you. I'm glad you are present. Are you playing in Mississippi? I did look at Jersey. You didn't still haven't told me a number, and I've been on here for an hour. Okay, I got you. I got you, Tara. If is anybody else playing Mississippi, Tara, I would say definitely hold the fours here. I'll play a couple with you. Probably the trip for 442 and 0. Delays on my end. Well, it can't be on my end. I'm streaming. It's got to be on your end. Responding like 100 times. I'm here. Um, I mean, I could see when you said I can hear you. I'm here. Vita, I was asking for a number and then you just didn't respond. So that's what I was waiting for. Again, guys, I'm waiting for you guys to tell me a number. Like, I don't understand how you guys are not understanding that. Just tell me a number to go look at. Good Lord. If you're playing in Jersey, I need to know what number you're looking at so that way I can go and talk about it. And Vita, the same thing goes for you. You told me your numbers, but as I like it took forever for you to tell me them. Uh, let's go to Georgia. Good luck in Mississippi. Georgia. Who just asked me for Georgia? Pearl, can you please let me know what you're playing in Georgia? I would greatly appreciate it. I really would. And I'll be patient and wait until you respond. Or if anybody else is playing in Georgia, now would be the time to tell me what number you're playing. And Pretty Feet still hasn't told me a number. 5-5. Bet. Let's go look at that. All right. A couple facts about 55. Well, let me ask you this next question. Why the 5-5? Just looking at the chart, I want to know where your thinking cap is over here for 55. Considering there's only two fives on the entire chart. Where are you in the Discord? You might have not seen this chart already, but Black Pearl. There's only two 5-5s left, but oh, you said they haven't fallen this month. Thinking they should fall soon. Hey, let's go take a look. Let's go see when they did fall. 23rd of June, so it's been a little over a month. Hmm. I kind of like that pick actually, even though it's not on the chart. One of these zeros could flip to a five. So if we are thinking 5 5, like it would be any of these numbers that are kind of making these to be a five. Like if we're thinking like these are zeros, but these could be fives. This could be 5 5 4 9 8 or 6. Or if this five wanted to connect with this zero, could be the 552. Or if we are looking at it in a reverse state, I do like the fives just because they haven't came out in so long. It is going like it's getting to that point where if they don't fall this week and your chart is an odd chart next week, it's probably going to fall next week. But here's a good thing now looking at that. Last week we did have an even chart, okay? And on an even chart, typically we like to see even doubles, or we like to see if we're going for a double, we like to see even doubles on the even chart. Last week we did have an 8 8. That's an even number. The double zeros, and then it flipped to an odd double. This is an all odd number. All honesty, it probably came from the all even number of the double zeros or the 880. But then we also have another 7 7 number, and then we have a third 7 7 number. These are three doubles, three odd doubles on an even chart. So it's very possible to do the same thing. If it's not sevens this week, because sevens can make a number here. 770, 776. The ones can make a number here. 112, 118. The threes can't make any. They're too far apart. The fives can't make any. They're too far apart unless you flip those. And the nines are technically on the hit line side by side. So it could be a double nine number to fall through. We like to see one to, as we just saw, three odd doubles on an even chart, but the majority of the doubles falling, we do want to see like even doubles. Right now, all your doubles are due. So that 30 to 45 day mark when we don't see a pair come through is kind of like when we want to start playing them. So right now, 5 5 is a month and a week late, or since the last time we saw it. It's getting to that point where it needs to come out. So that was a good pick, Pearl. If you don't want to play the fives, the zeros would be, in my opinion, the better option, since there's three of them on the chart side by side or pretty close to each other. We do have the false trip of the 4 4 9 or trip 9 or trip 4 that's on the hit line. The double four is probably our number one pair on the entire week. So 4 4 would be a good pick if you don't want to stick to the double fives. Is there any other questions for Georgia? 5870. Motherfucking Delaware. You're very welcome. Let's see where we're going after South Carolina. SC, what numbers are you playing over here? Yeah, I was just looking at that actually. 25870. Oh, I'm so pissed. That damn 25822 doesn't want to drop for nothing. Did you play that over there? SC, I'm holding 617, but I think 723 will fall again. 723. When was the last time that fell? Oh, last week. I think the 723 will fall again. It looks pretty good up here. At least one time I see it. If it was screaming all over the chart, possibly. If you do play the 723, hmm, definitely play 728, which is the reverse of 723. And 728 is missing in your state all year at the moment. Hmm. Here's a number possibly to look out for in SC. Because it's missing all year, the 137 is all over this chart a few times. And then 13X is missing. So that could pick up at any moment. 1 3 is a very, very popular pair. Sitting here a couple times. What about 3 9? 3 9 is hit. About 3 5. 3 5 is a Monday drop down number. That's a big pair here. 3 5X. Um, a good thing to kind of look for also on our charts when we're looking at these. Like this is an odd chart. So whenever we have odd pairs like 3 1 or 1 9, 3 5 or 5 9 and 5 5, there's only 6 pairs left that are true odd pairs. They could pick up with either an all odd number, or it would just kind of leave us to being like, oh, we know it's just going to be 1 3 0 2 4 6 or 8. You could play just half the set instead of all of them. Eventually, these pairs are going to land, and they're either going to land all odd or they're going to land with just 5 of the even numbers. You have to pick one of the two and kind of just go for it that way. Kind of maybe get lucky on it. The 137 is due all year though, right now, and there are no 1 3s for the double ones or the double threes. So the doubles for 1 3X is not due. There's no mirror numbers that have a 1 3X in there. The 1 3 6 would be the only one. And then 1 3 6 here would be the only one. So the only number right now due for 1 3X is 137. It's kicking on this chart a few times. I do like the 6 1X that you do have there. The 6 1 7. It could be 6 1 5. The 7, the 3, the 4. I would play a couple if that's your number that you'd be going for the week. Because those are good numbers. I would just kind of add one or two, either the hit line numbers, maybe one of the numbers off of the Monday. It could be 166, 165, 162, or it could be the hit line 168, 169, 163. Instead of it being like one of these in the middle. I hate picking and choosing. That's why I just play the full set. All right, good luck here in SC. Or do we have any more questions for SC? I see the false trip of 166 fell here today. What was their second number? 4327. Kind of here in the middle. Four nine end up coming out. $491. Well, it could come out, like I said, either all odd or what's some of these? Let me see if 491. 491 was a hot number, or still is a hot number. But the 91X, let's just say, is gone now. Again, we're looking at an odd chart, so you need to be going for the odd numbers. I would play more of the odd numbers. Each number right now has an odd number in it, which is good. Besides the 00 and the 66, every number has an odd number in it. Really, all of these pairs can get eaten up this week. If not, a couple of them should be getting eaten up this week. So 19 just got hit. That was a crossbox number, 49. 991 in reverse, or 491 right here. That was a good number. No problem. Good luck. Stick to a couple of these odd pairs here. 3-1 should definitely be coming through pretty soon. Let's see what was after SC. What time is it? I probably have a good 30 minutes left. Miss Pretty Feet, are you still here? We'll go back to Jersey for a sec. We were talking about it earlier. I don't know if you were playing pick 3 or 4 or 5. You say, is it easier to play pick 2 but less rewarding? Oh, that's a good question. I actually like that question. Pick 2 is probably the easiest game to play for sure. If you play online, per dollar pays you out $90 for a straight hit. So, but it's just a pair. We are still tracking all of these pairs in the pick 2. Last month, this month still, which I didn't even do all of these yet because I'm a little bit behind on them, but we track all of them from all odd to even to just odd numbers. I'm sure all of these have came out already. I just have not updated this in the last week for the pick 2s only, but every other number, like 478, definitely came out. 333 is the only number that did not come out for a pick 3 all month. So if you are playing triples, 333 is the number 1 number. But for pick 2s, it is very easy to hit once you start tracking them, I guess in this way. Or if you go to an individual state like Florida, every week we kind of like to see what comes out and what does not. If for a pick 2, bling card real quick, just follow me. We're just looking for numbers 0 through 9. Can you pick a number for me, actually? Let me not even get on this, but just pick a number from 0 to 9. The one that you would hit or play for pick 2 for a week straight. The number 2? Yes. Yeah, I'll look at P5 in just a sec. All right, so I know these are a little off. Let me go to PA. PA has a better representation of it. Let's say if we want to hit the number 2, we would be playing either 2-0 through 2-9. Excuse me. 2-0 through 2-9. It's 10 numbers. You can either play them box, which will pay you out on a dollar like $45, or you can play them straight, which is 19 tickets. You're playing 1-0, 0-1, 1-2, 2-1, 1-3, 3-1. Straight. It's 19 tickets because you can't play the double number again. Like you can't play 22 twice. It won't let you unless you just submit it as another ticket. And then you're playing 20 numbers. But 19, you're spending $19 to hit for 90. So 19 can go into 90 almost 5 times. So that gives you 5 drawings to hit it. And if you don't hit it in the 5 drawings, you would double up. Because regardless, that 2 is showing up within a week's time. 397603. Let's just skip down to the 2 being the very last number that you wanted to play. You would be playing it all week. 19, or if you're playing day and night, let's say $30 a day that you're spending. Or if we're doing it, the cheapest version would be $10 to win 45, and then that's also you can double up on basically day 3. Let's just say it's $20, $20, we double up. $20, $20, we double up. We might be pushing it a little more all week, and then by the time we actually hit that number, we should be making all the money we just spent plus the profit of this. If you stick to the strategy, if you don't, you're not going to be making your money back. The next week, if we were playing 2, we would have hit it on the 3rd drawing, the 4th drawing, and then towards the end of the week, we would have made all that money back plus playing the same exact number the following week. Then we do it again on Monday. We hit the 27 once, the 27 twice, and then all week we would have missed. Or we could have picked another number to play, like 4 or 5, or tracked back to seeing which number did not land in the week. But just real quick, we'll track 0 through 9 and see which one is actually missing for PA. Let's see. 0 through 9. We got the 0, the 1, the 2, the 3. We have the 4s here, the 5s, the 6, the 7, the 8s are here, the 9s are here. Not a single number missed. Going into the next week, we got the 0s, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, the 7s, the 8s, the 9s. Next week, we got the 0s. There's no 1. 1s are down here. We have the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, the 7s, the 8s, the 9s. Seems like 0 through 9 is coming out every single week. Let's go to the next week. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s. The 88 came out, and then the 9 is here. The next week, 0s. I do not see a 1. And then we have the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9. A 1 is missing from this week. So if we would have seen this, and we're like, oh shit, the 1, 0 through 9 didn't show up all week. We might need to start playing that on Monday the following week. We have 1, the double 1, the 1-5, the 1-4, the 1-4, the 1-7. You would have made a shit ton of money just playing the 1s that week. Does that make sense? You need to be tracking the number that you pick, like the number 2, and you need to go to Florida and you need to track back if it skipped a week, how many times it comes out, and is it time for it to land? You know, That's exactly what you need to do. If you do that, I promise you, you would hit several times a week, and you would actually be profitable on playing just the pick two, 19 tickets or 10 tickets, playing maybe just the night, or maybe playing just Monday through Wednesday, and then waiting to see what falls for the next 3 days and be like, oh shit, this number's missing. Now I get to play it for a 3 to 5 day stretch. Every week they should be doing this. I did this strategy for months on end at a time, and it didn't fail. So I just pick a state and I pick a number randomly. Honestly, it's coming from the pick three chart. So this week is an even chart. 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 should be your number one number in PA for a pick two. One of those three. So far, we've had a 7 and 3. This is a odd number. What comes after an odd number? Can anybody in class tell me? I'm going to give it a 1 to 3 or 4 drawings out. Whenever we see an odd number, we will see an even number. Either an all even number or immediately even odd number to come out. So, like right now, let's keep track of what comes out this week. We already had a 7 and a 3. So I would kind of stick to an even number here pretty soon. Like for the, let me see what last week had. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Are we not missing zeros? We had a 0 here the week before. And we're actually missing zeros this week. And then we got 0, 8, 0, 6, 0, 8. Last week we skipped. We don't have a single 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s, 6s, 7s, and 8s, and then 9s. We are missing a 0. A 0 in PA needs to fall in the pick two. Bling card. I would be playing this from Monday to Wednesday right now. Only because it's an even chart. Zeros are going to be hit. Zeros are the date number for the entire week. Right now, if we go and look to see which zeros already came out, oh, well, PA, we're a little late because the 09 just landed, unfortunately. Does that make sense, though? I mean, 09 just landed. That's great. It's good to see it, but I'm pretty sure zeros are coming back out. Don't worry, they're coming back out. Whenever it completes a cycle, it goes right back. Now we can kind of track back to what already came out. We have zeros to what is the closest to the furthest. Okay, now we have zeros. Let's just say we have 0. We have the 9. We have the 3, the 7. Going into Sunday, this would be the 8. Then we have 7 and 1. Then we have 5 and 4. Then we have 5 and 7, 1 and 5, 4 and 2. The 6 is due right now. It's the furthest out. The last time we had a 6 was last Tuesday. This is now time for it to cycle back in. It gave time for zeros to come back in, but now 6s should be coming right back around. And guess what? It's an even chart. The 6s are all over this chart. They're in the Monday number. The date number of 1 and 6 is tomorrow. So 6s might be on the rise over here in PA pretty soon. I thought the zeros were going to last another day or so, but they did not. Granted, 9-0 is on the hit line, and again, the zeros were the date number, or are the date number for the day and the entire week. So should be knocking a couple times in either Florida, PA, might be DC, which DC just hit a 6 and a 0. But any of these states that don't have a 0 now, Puerto Rico, Ontario, Florida, like those are going to have zeros at some point this week for sure. Let me go see what the P3 was. I went to go look at that. 852, my favorite number. Damn, it did say it was going to land on a Monday today, huh? I forgot to play that fucking number. Wasn't even thinking about it. It's my all-time fave. Second time hitting PA. All right, there is no 8, 5, or 2 pairs that are missing right now, which is cool. Let's go get your P4. 6088. The 88 was in the crossbox. 60. So it went crossbox, hit line, date number. I mean, that was a good number, I guess, if you're playing double eights over here. It could do that again. I mean, it could hit another crossbox, date number, and hit line somewhere else. It could be 2304, 2306, 3879. If we're not looking at false trips, the false trip that's on the hit line is the 449 or 999 for the P4. All right, let's go look at LA real quick. You said what's your fave to play between pick 2 and pick 5? Well, my favorite pick 5 is a 258 number. The one I'm playing is 25822 in all states every day until it lands. It costs $7.25 a day to hit for $22,000. So I'm holding that number all year. That would be the most dedicated number I have in my inventory right now. Pick 4. Right now I'm playing 994X in the pick 4 all states. It should land quite a bit of times this week. I'm expecting. And pick 3 is 852. It's my favorite number, or 531, 880. Go look at LA. Hold on one sec. My computer's taking forever. I thought I put these up here already. Eight one 253 hot 756 hot 269 hot 58398. Okay. did have a false trip. Trip 8s came through on the last one. Well, this was a perfect example of why the triple eights could land anyway. I mean, we saw triple eight zero come out, and it's in the crossbox and on the hit line. This was a no brainer to be playing if you were playing just LA and if you were kind of paying attention to this chart. Triple eight, when we see this kind of combo, like just know it's very possible to land. If not the triple three, if not the 388, and if not the 338. These were good numbers to kind of go for. Anyway, and then pick five, we had 633331, 29253, 708, 28, 98476, 632, 68, and 26660. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, I am. This was Friday, 13, 656, 632, 68. We had two false trips. Oh, wait, three false trips. We had 661. Let's go see where these were, the triple three. Well, triple three landed there as the Monday, but 661. Let's see, it's in the cross box. 16, 1, 1, 1161. I feel like the 116 would have been the number instead of the triple six falling, but it is kind of in the cross box twice. It's just in reverse. It kind of sucks, actually. You know what? Fuck that. Playing the 258 over here. Let's see if it's on last week's chart. I mean, it is here. 258. You're playing a couple of them, I'm sure. When's the last time we had that? Oh, we have not had it in the month. Damn, and it was missing for Delaware. It did land there. We were talking about that yesterday, huh? It just landed there. So LA would be the one to now play the 258 in for sure. That's a good pick. Fuck, we were just talking about Delaware, right? Yesterday. Oh, we were just talking about that shit yesterday. Yes, for LA. It's definitely here. I was hoping I could see it straight across, but I don't. I see it just straight up and down a couple times. I don't even see it up here going straight across. I see 253 straight across or 259, 251. It'd be nice if we see 258 straight across. But again, this isn't, I mean, once we, I guess, know what's landing tonight, maybe it'll be on the chart for later on this week. But right now would be a good one. I mean, we do have technically, 2 more days in the month? It could definitely fall here. We talked about Delaware yesterday doing this shit. It's kind of wild. definitely a good pick over here. Do the triples in the P4 land every week somewhere? Yes. Now you're catching on. That's why we track them. So the same reason why we were just kind of saying about Delaware. I know that you probably weren't on the live yesterday, but Delaware, since the beginning of the year, has not missed a 258 number any month. February, March, April, May, June. It just made sense to kind of play a 258 number here this upcoming week, or this week. Because in a month's time, in a 30-day time, we get to, I track this specific number. Right now, LA, let's see if LA misses. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. LA could possibly not miss either. You know what I mean? Like, they have landed every single month since the beginning of the year. So 258XX would be the play over here. That's a good number. It is sitting here though. It could be like straight up and down. Maybe it could go to 258. Maybe connect with the 5. Maybe connect with these right here, the 5 or 0. We haven't seen. Here's something else to look at real quick for LA. Have we had a double? For one, 2582X is missing. That's down to 10 numbers for LA. 2582 0 through 9 has not landed all year. So that's already automatically a 10 set of numbers that you would want to play in LA. The other set is, have we had a double of the 2, the 5, or the 8? Last month we had a double 8. We haven't had the 2. So let's go look to see when 2585X decided when to drop. Very early, the 5th day of the month of the year, actually. And the next day, 25858 and 25857. So it's been 5 months since the last time we've seen a 2585 number. And right now it kind of looks good on the chart. Miss Morena. It's pretty feet. All right. Do we have any more questions with LA or any other state? It's almost about that time. Maybe call it a night. And see. Bet. What are you playing over here tonight? You have 111 on the hit line. Or a 616 on the hit line. The 1 1 and 5 1. Fair warning, you need a 7 8 number or 9 9. Awesome. Which is in your crossbox. It's an odd chart. Crossbox. 9 9 can kind of come out, I'm thinking, at any point this week. And then you have 7 8. Not the best looking number up here. The double one, I definitely agree on since it's on the hit line. There's triple numbers going side by side. We like this type of chart. And then 51. 5-1 doesn't seem like a bad number either. 510 is missing for the year. 515, which is opposite of 510, is missing for the year. And then 511 is missing also over here for the year. So it could be 115. I like those. And Michigan bet. Let me know what you're playing in Michigan. As far as your P4, the 722 is on your hit line. 500 is in your cross boxes, all four of them. Those could be your false trips for the week. Hit line or cross boxes look pretty good. Are we playing anything else in North Carolina? North Carolina is getting a little simple over here just because we're running out of pairs. These should be some of the biggest ones to kind of focus on now. Especially a 7-8 or a 9-9 number on this type of chart this week. Next week might be a different story. It might be an even chart, might not look good. Honestly, 7-8 is possible to fall any week. You have an even and odd number. You should see them pretty close to each other really on any chart that we develop here. In fact, you should see an 8-7 next to everybody's, like on somebody's chart, on everybody's chart, pretty close to each other. For sure. It can land at any point. Good luck over here in North Carolina. Do we have any more questions? One thing I do want to say before leaving North Carolina, maybe hold this number this week, the 589. And I'm only saying that because any number that goes in between the date number for the week, which is either 89 or 39, should be falling. That pair. 895 is missing for the entire year. And so is 896, which 891 is 896 backwards. But 589 looks really good. Crossbox number, date number, and the pair is going in between the date pair for the entire week. Just beware of that one. All right, let's go to Michigan. You're playing double zeros over here. Yeah, Michigan's missing everything right now. Your pairs just got reset today. The biggest number we were looking for over there was the 8-8, and it came out. I do feel like it can come out one more time, though. I mean, it's a Monday drop-down number. 8-8 is one of our top 5 pairs for the week. I do like the double zeros also, since they're in the crossbox, and there's 3 of them on the chart. The double zeros, you are missing trip 0 through 200. So 100, 200, trip 0. and then 900. For the year. 900 is here. 500 is not up here. 200 is here. 100 is in the crossbox. And trip 0 is still possible because there's triple of them on the chart, pretty close to each other. The only one that's not up there is 500. Baby doll, are you playing anything else? See if I can find anything else over here. Or did they drop their other number? Let's go see. Michigan, they did 586. It's a plain number. That would be the second time it's hit for the year. And we're going to go mark off 58X, 68X, and 56X. Again, I would stick to these first couple rows since it's the, you can either do the first 3 rows here or the first 3 rows going this way are more popular sets to be hitting like all the time. Right now that your chart just got reset today, we're probably going to have to wait another week before really saying, oh, these pairs might be the ones for this week. It's an even chart, so right now all the even numbers are available. The 6-8 is the first one to come out, let's just say, or the 8-8 and the 6-8. But if these hit, any of the even numbers that are around them, as I marked them off, usually are coming out. So 8-0, 4-8, 6-0, the 4-6, any of them kind of like in this area are big possibilities on coming out for the week. 4-6 looks really good all over this chart, actually. Let me go see what came out for your pick 4. 4203. It's a plain number. I mean, it was here. It's just a plain ass number. All right, good luck here in Michigan. The next couple days, you should be getting some sums and mirrors. Any of these pairs. Over the next like Tuesday through Thursday morning, you should be seeing at least one of them of each come out. All right, do we have any other states we need to go look at? Let's go see what came out so far. Let's see, 500 hit DC. False trip over there. 500, 994 in DC. Ohio skipped a false trip today, so they might start kicking in tomorrow or the next for Ohio. Maryland hit 661. LA is always on the chopping block for it. We had a 444 and a 500 in Georgia, so they might not have a false trip tomorrow, or they might continue the trend. I'm thinking they won't. And then Florida 994 over here. Bless you, buddy. And then since we missed a false trip over here in Delaware. They might get one starting tomorrow also. And then the states that did get them, like Georgia, you might get 258. Or Maryland's, you might start getting those again. Maryland's been hot with 258s over the last month. Ohio might get a 258 number. SCPA did not fall with the false trip either, so they might get them, or they might start getting them tomorrow. And this is 258 backwards in Virginia already. So we'll see what lands tonight for them. They had 2 false trips here in DC, so they might start getting the 258s later on this week also. You said which triple is due in P4 for Texas? I can't tell you the exact one. I can just tell you which ones are missing for the year. 000, 111, 222, 4, 5, and 9. 9, 5, 4, 210. 954 210 are missing for the year. Oh wait, that's Michigan. Let me go to Texas. Hold on. You said Texas, right? Texas. Texas is missing the 111, the 222, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Texas is missing 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn, they're missing 7 of them janks. Might be time for triples in Texas. Damn, Texas just reset their chart. They got the 1-1s. Talked about that yesterday. Did you miss NC? Yes. How about MD? Why don't you guys tell me some numbers? Jamal, tell me a number you're playing in MD, and Jamel, tell me a number you're playing in NC, because I literally just got done with NC. Like 3 minutes ago. Were you here? Or did you just get here? Yeah, I know the double ones. We did call them yesterday, only because they were the only ones that were unhighlighted here, and it was like that for a good maybe 3-4 days. But Texas resets their chart almost every single month, honestly. So right now, you can expect by August 28th that there's going to be 1 to 2 pairs left again. So, or it might be less. I mean, we hit 3-3 at reset, and then 325, which was 22 days later, they all came out again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they can do that. Today's the 28th, but they can all come out again by the 15th of next month for sure. So just check in, try to see what the pairs are updated by the next. I mean, we'll be putting out more charts and stuff like that Wednesday, and then again on Friday, and then again our final update will be on Sunday. So you'll definitely see which ones are not going to be hit or which ones have been hit by the weekend. You're playing 599 and MD. What came out there today? 738. $5804 and 270 13. You guys have 222 on this chart in a trigger spot, by the way. This should be a 227. If not, maybe one of these other ones will drop down. but it's in a trigger spot there, and 227 is in a trigger spot going straight across here. Your hit line, though, does have 666 on it. And then you have another trigger here with 888 going straight across. Might be a crazy week for MD on your pick 5. Uh, 738 is hot. It's hit multiple times already. It already came out. 599. The only double that MD right now, or only pair, the same thing that happened with Texas. I need you to pay attention real quick. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. No 9-9. Or you can play 9-9. Play it if you want. Play just that 599. But I need you to put a 3-3 number in also this week. All week. 3-3 is going to reset your chart here pretty soon. The last time we reset was back in May. It's time for it to reset. 3-3 is way out of the way. You really don't have that many threes that hit all year. So half of your set is still here to hit. But 3-3 is in the cross box. False trip of 338 is here twice. It's paired up here. And we have an odd chart, which is all calling for a 3-3 number to be landing this week in Maryland. Mr. Jamal. Mr. Molly Mall. 3-3 better be all. You play a couple double nines if you want, but definitely the 33 needs to drop. Good luck over here in Maryland. Jamel, you didn't give me a number for NC. Is there a number that you're playing? Wait, you said 592 was midday? No. Kind of confused me. You put 592 on midday for what state? No problem, yo. Do we have any more questions? If not, I'm about to hop off. Hope you guys learned something today. I'm on Maryland right now. 592. Oh, 240. 214 came out though. I mean, if you're gonna be playing the 592, if you're gonna be playing the 592 is a plain number. I call it a plain number, so it's a single digit number that's not any of my other patterns. So the only plain number that is due in your state right now is 357. I would hold 3. Plain numbers are very popular in every single state. January, we've had 20 come out. February, we had 16. March, we had 29 plain numbers, 22 in April, 19 in May, and 23 in June. In July, right now, we're sitting at 23 with today's number. Every month, you should be getting at least 20 of these numbers right here. And 357 is the only number that did not land in your state for the entire year. So I would hold that number for sure. Put some money on that one in the store since you live in Maryland, because that's a big number. Oh, wow, the sun looks crazy. Oy. All right, y'all. Good luck with your numbers. I will holler at y'all later today in the Discord. I'll probably have the P4 and P5 updates out later tonight, if not first thing in the morning. You'll have the most updated ones. I just have to go get today's numbers, and that's it. We should start picking numbers off of that. If 994X does not land today, it should be kicking in tomorrow. I am going to be holding that set in all states until it drops. For anybody asking for what I'm playing. Anyway. Yeah, Jamal, I would hold this number there every day, like day and night, especially this week. You have an odd chart this week, and 357 is all over this chart. It's going straight across, which is a good indication that it actually might come out. All right, y'all. Good luck with your numbers. I will holla. Peace.